So that helps keep your woman out of the masculine. Just a tip for you.
That's a great tip.
For ladies,
I got a tip for you. Go ahead. I'm sorry, it's real.
Are you keeping this?
Yes, I'm gonna keep it. Go ahead.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, that took
Hey guys, enough said. Meet Simmons back with another video. Today with a video, this young lady is talking about a very valuable lesson she learned in coaching. I think it's really cool. Here we go.
How to like speak to a man. And there was one time me and a significant other, we were renting a car and we had purchased like, you know, the gas or whatever, so we could take it back on E. So we're in the car and he was like, okay, we're gonna make it. We don't have to get any gas. It's cool. And I was like, I ain't pushing. And then he was like, okay, cool, I'll push, ain't a problem, but we don't make it. And I thought about it and I was like, I'm gonna be worried the whole way. I don't wanna ride in this car and he ain't put no gas in there. So I looked at him and I said, babe, you know, like I trust you and I believe that we will get there. But I'm really gonna be worried and concerned the whole ride there. And he looked at me and he was like, okay, I don't want you to be worried and I don't want you to be concerned. And he went and put gas in the car. And I was like, that's all I had to do?
Yes, sweetheart. That's all you have to do. Yes. When you have a man that truly cares about you and how you feel, that's all you have to do. You ain't gotta nag. You ain't gotta get in your feelings and yell and scream. If a man truly cares about you and the way that you feel, yes, that's all you gotta do. However, you have to have a proven track record to even get to that point, to where he can hear you and he will listen to you and he will take that. You have to have a proven track record that you actually will listen to him when he suggests something to you. See, here's the problem, and here's what happens in a lot of these situations is we have these one-sided ideological conversations where we'll give a scenario like that, and a woman will say something like that, and then the other woman, see, man, that's all you got to do, just listen to us. Well, if you have a track record of not listening, and you have a track record of being a little spicy with your mouth and naggy, then a man gonna dig his heels in. But if you know how to speak to a man, if you know how to just say, hey, sweetheart, I trust you, like she said, I trust you that we'll get there, but it's bothering me. It's bothering me, and I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel safe. Those words trigger a good man's hearing. And when my wife says those kind of words to me, it makes me think, is the juice worth a squeeze? Is it worth this thing that we're trying to do here? Is it worth my wife feeling stressed out and anxious? Because I know a stressed out and anxious woman is not a good woman. She's not at her optimum. I know that. I don't stress my wife out. That is one of my top priorities as a husband, is not to stress her out. Because I understand what that does to a woman. Stress is a top killer for all people, but it really wears on a woman. Stress doesn't do great for women. And so I think that if ladies learn how to change their approach to men, and most women have not been taught how to talk to men. How to speak to, especially a good man. Especially a good man. Most women are just taught that he should do it because you said to do it. And that just doesn't fly with a good man, ladies. And I said a good man, not a nice guy. I said a good man, because there's a difference.
There is a difference.
Yeah, go back and watch our video on that. But what do you think from a female's perspective when it comes to that kind of stuff?
I agree with you. I actually have seen both sides. So I'll say to the fellas, when I was watching this and she was talking and the way that she's been coached on how to actually speak to a man, I was just thinking to myself, for you fellas, it is so important that you try to minimize as much worry and concern for your lady. And I'm going to say the reason why is because the moment I'm worrying or I'm anxious or I'm in that state, I come out of my feminine and now I'm in my masculine, because now I'm in a doing posture. I've got to do something. If I'm not worried or concerned about things, now I'm not saying there's not worries or concerns, but in general, in situations, if you can alleviate worry, that is going to help me to maintain my feminine posture. The moment I have to now, what's that noise? But now I'm doing. Worrying is doing. So now I'm doing something, and I don't need to be in that doing posture. I need to be in the receiving or waiting posture. So that helps keep your woman out of the masculine. Just a tip for you.
That's a great tip.
For ladies,
I got a tip for you. Go ahead. I'm sorry, it's real.
Are you keeping this?
Yes, I'm gonna keep it. Go ahead.
Wow. Oh my goodness! Oh man, that took it really caught me off guard.
Oh yeah, you can get more than a tip too. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh my goodness, for ladies. And for the ladies, like you said, it wears us out to have to be concerned and worrying and thinking 25 steps ahead and how our imaginations go, and we feel all of that, and it takes away from our femininity. So it's so much easier if you try to, in our minds, like our goal is always to stay in a place of peace.
Yes. That's the goal.
On both ends, whether it's the man or the woman, just staying in a state of peace is so much easier. Because think about how chaotic life is. Think about how stressed you are on your job, stressed you are, with paying bills, just all the other stressors of life. Staying in a place of peace in your relationship means so much. And yes, ladies, if you learn how to really communicate with your man in the way that is not demeaning and it doesn't emasculate him, he'll pretty much move heaven and earth for you. He really will. Because his goal is he wants you to be happy. He wants you to be at a place of peace. That's his goal. A good man's goal is to keep his woman, at a place of peace. Yes. So
happy and secure.
It would have went so different if she was like, you want to be, I ain't riding no car with we going to be on E and I ain't pushing. I done told you I ain't pushing. You know what we going to do? Uh-huh. Yeah, I got you.
Sit over there and worry. Sit over there and worry. Go ahead. Worry a hole in the floor. You ain't bothering me. I done turned you off. You don't even know it.
And let me tell you something. Y'all, we out here nagging, thinking, I'm telling you, I'm getting you together. That man ain't heard nothing you said past the second word. Men can tune a woman out
like nobody's business.
Like nobody's business.
I'm thinking about the game.
I
gotta fix this. Oh, I gotta fix that part in the roof over there.
Physically,
I gotta change the oil in the car. I ain't listening to you. I'm just
tuned you out. Because what he also knows is that you're all bark and no bite. Eventually, you're going to wear yourself out and you're going to shut up at some point.
Yep.
He know that. He just got to wait it out. And he goes to tucks himself to his little happy place, plays video game in his head. He ain't thinking about you.
He ain't thinking about you. It's truth. It's truth.
Just try to help you out.
And you know what? With that,
that's enough said.